Okay, this is what a filter for a hot tub looks like. I'm sure there's many different varieties, so you got to get the one that is specifically designed for your hot tub. This one I've had, good experience with. I get this again off of Amazon. This is not an ad for Amazon, but it's convenient. I probably change this out maybe once or twice a year, but I keep them clean in between. I always have a couple filters running. I have one in the hot tub and one spare that's all dried out, ready to go. And every time I make the switch, I just clean it up. When they appear to be used, that's when I make the switch. So this happens to be the top of it, and you can see it shows you the direction, how to open it up. But again, don't tighten this too much. Here's the bottom. You can see the little screw heads. Do not tighten it too much. And if your heater's running or your hot tub is on, you won't be able to get this out. Everything's got to be shut down because it's sucking water, it's pulling water through it, and it creates such a suction that at least I can't get it out on my own. Okay, so this has been sitting here for an hour, and now I'm going to put it on for one more cycle, 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll start draining the water. So let's come down here. Jets 1, Jets 2. About 15 to 20 minutes. Okay, we've run this for 15 minutes. It's not really running, that's just the heater that's on now. So now we're going to come over here to our breaker box. We're going to shut the power off. So we'll open this baby up. This is my main right here. Shut that off. And then we're going to get the pump and hook that up. Okay, so here's the pump, and then we're going to hook. Again, we're going to hook up this hose to the pump using the C-clamp. After I get done using it, I just wrap it up in saran wrap because it keeps it contained. Otherwise, it's flopping all over inside a cabinet. So we'll be back. All right, so we're going to hook up the pump. You see the pump here, I hope, and drain the water out. First thing we got to do, again, I mentioned the C-clamp. I just put it around here, take the end of this vinyl hose, and wrap it around the pump, and then tighten it down. Okay, shut it off. Okay, so I'm just stretching out this vinyl and laying it flat. All right. Okay, the pump is not plugged in yet. I'm going to drop it in the middle of the hot tub to get as much water as possible. And we're going to plug it in. Watch this. Here we go. And there goes the water. Just want to make sure this is straightened out. So this should take about 20 minutes or so. And here we go. Okay, so the pump is doing its thing. I'll be quiet. You can hear that it doesn't make any sound. So here's the end of it. Nothing in the water hurts the grass, so I'm not worried about that, just in case you are. Okay, so you can see the hot tub is emptied except for this well. There's still some water in it, and I think perhaps they sell pumps that can really get right down to the bottom and get all the water out. You could leave that in there and just fill it up, but we're kind of anal, so we scoop it out with a container and then clean down the whole inside. You can see how it's a little yellow in the middle. Give it a thorough once over, and then we start filling it back up with water. Okay, it's good when you have the thing empty to clean, because it sometimes can get a little yellowed, and really cleaning up the chrome in the jets. And a really good product for that is the Mr. Clean eraser. Some have soap in them, some are plain, but that's what this is here. Well, perfect timing. We just got it all scrubbed out with the Mr. Clean, and now we're going to Mr. Clean Magic Eraser, and now we've stuck the hose down into the filter hole, down as deep into the pipes as it can be, which is what you want to do, because otherwise you could get air in the pipes, and that's not a good thing. So you put it in the hole. Let's see if I can get a better picture. Come around this way, and deep down in there as far as you can push the hose. Okay, now we're going to turn the water on, and it'll take about 2 hours and 20 minutes. Okay, the water's now on. You can see it coming out of that black circular area, and the fill line, at least on this tub, but to give you an indication, is about right there. So I'll come around here. I'm going to back it out. This is actually, this spot, that's a headrest. It's called the bench. You want the water up about halfway on that black pillow, they call it. Okay. There's the water filling up already. Just started to rain, so we got the cleaned up just in time. So we'll come back in 2.5 hours or 2 hours and 20 minutes or so, and we will go through the next and final steps of getting the pH up and getting chemicals put in and so on and so forth. Okay, once this is filled up, we're going to install, or reinstall I should say, the little tray with that sanitizer stick. We'll put a Clorox tablet in there, and then we'll reinstall the main filter, and then we'll power it back up, and we'll start adding some chemicals. So that will be the next step. So while the water is just about done filling up the hot tub, we'll take this opportunity and we'll put one of these Clorox Blue and Pool and Spa Extra Blue Chlorine tablets into the filter tray. Okay, so we'll just shake one of those guys in there. That's pretty much it. So this, by the way, in my garage is where I keep all my pool supplies. There's all the chemicals, you know, some of the filters down here and some other chemicals. Okay, so you can see it's filled up. We've stopped putting water in, and now we're going to remove the hose. Unfortunately, I don't have my assistant director here with me, so now this water is cold. Now watch how much hose I'm pulling out of here. So I probably pulled out about 48 inches or so, and I'm just going to throw that aside. And then we're going to go over. We're going to reinstall the filter, and then we'll come back. Okay, so this is you can see it's a used filter, but it's clean and it's dry. It's been washed. It's perfectly good, and we're going to install it back in the hole. Now, one thing you're going to see after we flip the switch is the hot tub starts up. It has its own kind of process built into the circuit, and it will start going through a certain setup procedure. So let's get this on. Okay, we'll swing around here, and I will show you the control panel for the hot tub. Now keep in mind this is upside down. So right now it says 24. I think that's just a code. Now it says PR, which just says it's going through its startup procedure. Now you can see we don't have nice Caribbean blue water. We have green water, but after we get the chemicals going, everything's going to come back in order and it's going to be just fine. Yeah, I also wanted to say I've got this instruction sheet that I use, just kind of like to make sure I don't miss any steps, because since you only do this 3 or 4 times a year, sometimes you can forget. If you'd like it, I'll put my email up on the screen here, and you can just shoot me an email and I'd be happy to send it to you or share it with you. Okay? Thank you.